We got a must read today, people. And a must read today is by a manga artist. A manga artist that I have, well, they just became a manga artist. But they were just an artist at first, doing commissions. And it's one of the things I do love about X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, is that I was able to find and connect with so many artists that I have seen throughout the years. And connect with them, we're having they can share personal thoughts or how they're feeling or their inspiration for their projects, and even get hands on their work. Because before then, it was so hard to get their hands on people's work. But thanks to social media, it's been easier ever than before. They can be all over the world now. And usually you have to work for a publishing company to get your work out there. But not anymore. Now you have Japanese sites like Booth now, where you can sell like your own homemade figurines, your artwork, your prints, books, CDs, heck, even video games. Whatever it is that you create on your own, you can sell it over there. And it's amazing. And one of the artists I follow is Wool Lore. Wool Lore is a guy who came on to Twitter a while ago and start posting their work. They don't really talk to anyone, they just post their thoughts. And every now and then, only every now and then, they'll allow you to talk to them. I've only been able to talk to them only 2 times. And I've always liked to follow their work because they always post sometimes epic yet very cute artwork. You know, that is chibi bug eye style, or it can be the same thing but more epic or creepy. He had that artwork that just drew people in and people loved it. And there were sketches of certain individual characters that he would draw that feel like there was a story that was happening, but through just pictures only, but not through a consistent line. Until one day he says, you know what? People love these so much. I'm going to make this a book. And that's exactly what he did. And this is that book. Look at it. Isn't this adorable? Is this not adorable? It's freaking adorable. And the name of the book is called It Could Be an Ordinary Day. It could be an ordinary day is a thought that the guy was slowly creating but was not expecting. You can see it happening on his timeline, where he was just drawing images and pictures, saying how cute it is, and everyone wanted more of these characters. Mainly this one right here. And it started to be, you know what, I want to create a story for these guys. And first it was just big portraits he would have of her and her friends just doing, ordinary everyday stuff. Until he's like, you know what, I want to make this more consistent. I want to make more sense. So he decided to make a manga out of it. And this is where it came to be. As most he posts only on X Twitter than he does on his other site, Pivx. But then he was like, I want to sell these. He starts selling these books. And when he starts selling these books, this is when I was in my trip to Las Vegas at the time for New Vegas Day. It was so hard to get my hands on this book. Because the time the guy would release this book, it would be when I was asleep. It was when I was on my vacation. As you don't know, I usually work night shift. So usually I can catch up to when these artists drop their work. And when some artists drop their work, it's very a limited amount of time with a limited amount of supplies. So you gotta be there, man. If you're not there first, it's over, man. It's over. And he would always release it on the times I was sleeping on my vacation. So I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. I would wake up early by the time I'm on the site. It was already sold out. He says he's gonna see you get more publishing going on, more physical copies. And he did, but this time, when I was back at work, he decided to do it later on while on my way to home. Within that hour, it was already sold out. Like, god damn. Then one day, he said he's gonna just release a whole bunch of them. Just do it. He understands. He was not expecting for people to want this book so badly. People wanted this book so badly on this site. So he decided, I'm just going to release more as much as I can. And I'll even release digital formats. And I like digital formats, but I prefer physical copies so I can share. Because believe it or not, there are some people out there who will not, for the life of them, no matter how much they love a book, they will not read it digitally. Like it can have volumes. Like I can't wait for the next volume. My sister is a perfect example of this. She loves some manga I've showed her, some comics I showed her, but she will refuse to read it online on her phone. But she'll watch TikTok videos all day of people cooking, whatever. So, anyways, um, that's when I decided. So finally, we released it the third time's the charm. I got my hands on one, and to this day, the book is still out for physical and digital release. Now, I couldn't really read the book; it's all in Japanese. It's all in Japanese, but I could understand where the story is going by looking at the images. Because I've been reading Raws like for years, for over like 10 years now, so I can already get the gist of how a situation is most of the time. Not every specific detail, but by how the artist does so well with how the characters and their body language is. So, anyways, as of recently, last week I believe, he released a English version of it on his site. And however, it's only digital. He doesn't know when the physical English version will come, but when it does, I'll be there to talk about it. But I've just got through reading it. It's over like 250 pages, and even then, I was able to read it within one swoop, and it even lasted me half a day, because that's how engaging this book is. Now, let's actually talk about the story of It Could Be an Ordinary Day. It's a story about a boy, which is right here named Mahiru. Mahiru is an ordinary 8th grade boy. He's very optimistic, friendly, he makes friends with anybody. Until one day, a girl fell from the sky. Yes, a typical thing from back in the day. And she had wings. She was an angel. She didn't have a name, no memory, of course, but she knows she was looking for someone, but doesn't know who. So apparently only he can see her because he holds a possession that she gave him. So no one else can see her unless someone else touches that possession. You don't need to grab hold of the possession. You just need to touch it once, and you'll be able to see her. Because I guess that's some type of angel ability. Something special about this possession of theirs. Mainly the cute little stuffed bunnies that she has on her head, which are right here. Yeah, these cute little stuffed bunnies on her head. If you touch those, you'll see her. Now, there's nothing deep within the plot, but only the mystery behind what she's looking for and what she's on about. He decides to give her a name, and he calls her Sora, because she fell from the sky. Very simplistic, but she likes the name. So he starts living with her, and she doesn't know personal space bounds, let's put it like that, or common sense, so there's some situations that happen. But anyways, as time goes on, the story thickens. There's another character, a childhood friend, who moves away to another school, who was about going herself in a very risky situation until she decided to do something. I'm not gonna say what, but something. Until she was rescued by a demon this time. Yeah, she was rescued by a demon. And the same things happen with her. This demon apparently is, unlike Myra, who knows who she is, but doesn't have a name, but instead decides to run away. More like she's running away from something compared to Sora. So now you have two mystical characters within the story. One of their own opposite direction, where Mayu is all about making friends, making connections, happy. She's more of a anxiety, antisocial kind of person with the gothic personality and stuff like that. So you have these two different sides of stories are being told, and there's other people that will sooner or later get involved, like Maru's best friend, his childhood friend. It's an adorable story. The only thing I would say is that the story moves too fast in a way, but maybe that's what he wants. You know, he's not expecting it to be a long time thing, but he's already working on Volume 2 and Volume 3. He says with Volume 3, he's hoping he'll be able to send out an actual art book of all his artwork that he has, which I'm hoping it happens, which it will. But anyways, the only way to really read this is to buy the book. That's the only way to read this. No other way. And you have to go on Booth to do it. and it's called "It Could Be an Ordinary Day." And you might have to translate it to Japanese and put it on the booth site in order to read it. Well, you have to purchase it and stuff like that. No one has yet really translated it on any manga site just yet. So just support the creator. Follow them on Twitter. Um, Go to the site, buy the books, buy the merch. They have stickers and posters and stuff like that, postcards. Very good work, by the way. It's adorable. And if you follow them on PVix, you see even more cool artwork they did through commissions. Really nice stuff. But yeah, I just really wanted to give this a must read because I love it. I love the artwork. I love the characters. It's very simplistic, but it's just nice on your heart. Very wholesome. So yeah, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This is Madcrown, all anime. Signing out.